just wanna know where we go from here. I don't want this love to just disappear. Lord, I need you to feel this atmosphere. I need all your love.
Happy Sunday. Hey y'all, welcome to another week of Discipline Diaries. We just finished getting our groceries. I got pretty much the same stuff I usually get. I did get two new things. I got a pint of ice cream and ice cream bars. They're both 0 sugar added. So we're going to taste them out this week and see how they are. I told y'all in previous weeks, lately I've been having a little bit of a sweet tooth. And I'm like, I don't know what's going on. Instead of, being tempted to eat foolishness, I at least wanted to have something sweet in the house for an option as far as a dessert. That will not be an all the time thing or a forever thing. And in my past history, I hated the ice creams that I tried. I tried keto ice cream years ago and they were just very dry. And having a sweet tooth is not something that's typical for me, but since I have one, I might as well find an option that is better than a whole bunch of sugar, especially being someone that literally has diabetes. Okay. It's a new week. If you've been watching the last week, the last 2 weeks, whatever, it's been a time. Last week was a difficult week. It was just, by the end of the week, it turned around and now I'm ready to start this week and just go in full force. I'm getting back to my morning workout. I'm sorry, I'm watching everybody walk around the parking lot. I'm going to do my best this week to get back to a morning workout routine and just get on track with everything and continue and lock in for real. I still have not heard back from the walking pad company about my walking pad. I'm going to reach out to them again today and regarding that, because my walking pad died. I had a warranty. I reached out. They sent me the wrong walking pad, so I need to get the correct one because I don't want the one they sent me. It does not have handlebars like I like, and I also need it for my desk attachment to work. So I'm going to reach out to them again today and see if we can get that going. They better not ghost me. Hopefully I can get a response this week and get something going, because I was just up in the cardio, and now I'm gonna have to be intentional about dedicating time in the gym after my workouts to getting some cardio in and then just moving throughout the day to get my steps, because that was really helping me, being able to walk and edit at the same time or walk and work at the same time. It was helping so much. Right now I'm going to go drop these groceries off at home, and then I'm going to eat lunch with a friend. We're going to Longhorn Steakhouse. I don't know what I'm going to get yet. Most likely I usually get steak, a veggie or a salad, and a carb. That's what I'm gonna get. We haven't went out to eat together in such a long time. We do play dates with our daughters and stuff like that, but that time versus mommy time are two different things. So we haven't had time to just both of us sit down, eat, chit chat, and catch up. So we're gonna do that today. Yesterday I went over to her house to help her move a couch really quickly, but again, that was a quick coming and passing. We haven't had time to just catch up with each other and enjoy each other's company. So we agreed that today we would go on a little mommy date. Just us. I think I'm going to stop at Aldi and get my beef sticks. Yeah, we'll do that. Two quick protein snacks that I just like to keep on hand are Ratio protein yogurts and Aldi's grass-fed beef sticks. You see this bonnet on my head? Yeah. I was so full after lunch. I was overly full after lunch. When I got home, I've been in bed for the last two hours. It's 7:11 p.m. I laid in bed, made my thumbnail, and went ahead and exported and uploaded my reading vlog that I wanted to post. That was so fun for me. That was really fun for me. I enjoyed it. I know it's not going to do as well as my usual Discipline Diaries videos, but I don't even care about that. It was just fun to edit. It was fun to film, fun to talk about books. It was great. I want to do those more often, maybe once a month. We'll see. No promises. No promises. I'm supposed to come home, meal prep. I need to edit. It's 7 o'clock. to eat them, I will add some granola. This is the granola I use, Purely Elizabeth. This one has 8 grams of carbs and 2 grams of fiber per serving, but I don't use a full 30 grams. I usually do half, which is 15 grams. So there's that. These are 36 grams of protein, 26 grams of carb, and 3.5 grams of fiber. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. It's a little bit later. Got my walk in. I ended up walking for an hour and a half, but I forgot to stop my watch when I got home, so it went all the way up to almost 2 hours of walking. I walked for 48 minutes. So right now I'm about to just get to editing, get some editing done before I need to pick up my daughter. She will sleep with her head in any position. I need to read this by Saturday. Every Voice Ain't From God. It's by Tanisha Stewart. Apparently this is a Christian thriller. We gonna see what that even means. I don't even know what the story's about. I didn't read it. This was a recommendation by my friend. So me and 2 of my friends decided to go ahead and start our own little book club where we do our girls' nights and talk about books as well. So we're talking about this Saturday. So I need to go ahead and read it. I was like, I'm going to read it the week of, because the way my brain works, I will forget every detail about this entire story. So I'll have nothing to bring to the conversation. So I told them I'm going to read it the week of, and I'll just take a lot of notes, because that's how I am. When I'm done with the book, it's gone. Okay. I can't tell you the character names. I can tell you maybe the key highlights, but I can't even tell you the name of the characters that I just read. It stays stuck for a little bit. Now, if you read it too and you tell it back to me, I'm like, oh yeah, that did happen. Yeah, that's true. But just recalling and reciting stuff that happened in the story, it's not going to happen. So if I would have read this at the beginning of February like they did, I would have had nothing to say come this Saturday. So I was like, let me save it to the week of. I'm going to read it. It'll be fresh on my mind, and I'll have notes behind it. And when we meet for girls' night this weekend, we'll be able to dive in. Happy Tuesday. We're back. We're so back. That was the best workout I've had in what feels like a long time. Early mornings are just where it's at for me right now. See, that's the dedication I like to see. He got his suit on a hanger and going work out before work. Got his suit on a hanger. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But that was such a great workout because I was able to take my time. I was able to actually get proper rest between sets. Taking my time and having time to do so, that was so good. It's what I already knew. Like, I have to get back to early mornings, and we're on it. We are on it. We're finishing February off with early morning workouts. In March, I'm hitting it hard in March. I'm not playing games. Like, I feel like I've been cruising, just letting things go with the flow. But no, we're about to get back structured. Whenever my plan and schedule were more structured, I was thriving way more than I am right now. I need to get back to that structure and no more, well, when I have time today, or we'll squeeze it in a lunch break. No, them lunch break workouts, I'm not a fan. I was doing it because it was like, okay, I need to hurry up and get it in, but I don't like lunch break workouts because I'm having to get through, squeeze everything in 30 to 40 minutes. It's literally 5:37 and I'm done. I'm about to go to HEB. We are starting the week off strong. We got a good old walk-in yesterday. The walking pad company has not responded to me. I emailed them again yesterday, like, hey, can we please rectify this? Let me know what I need to do as far as sending this back and getting the proper walking pad. No one's responded. Y'all better not play with me. Do not play with me. Please don't. It was great customer service. Y'all was quick, fast, in a hurry to send it, but you just happened to send the wrong thing. I want the walking pad that I ordered. That's it.
Disgrace. She will place on your head a graceful garland. She will bestow on you a beautiful crown. Avoid it. Do not go on it. Turn away from it and pass on. Robbed of sleep unless they have made someone stumble. Incline your ear to my, for they are life to those who find them, and healing to all. Her steps follow the path to Sheol. She does not ponder the path of life, nor do they regain the paths of life. Years of life and peace they will add to you.
Mapped out my day of eating, got everything in my Lose It app. And now we're gonna go ahead and do my yogurt cup. I'm gonna add in 15 grams of granola. I used to do a full 30-gram serving, but I realized I don't need it. Okay, so this is what we're eating. This looks funny. This was the original plan. Toast. I just really wanted some toast today. Sausage and a protein smoothie. But I made my daughter a sandwich. She woke last night when she got home. She was asking me for a sandwich. I'm like, girl, you want sandwiches now? You eat sandwiches now? Because she's picky. She asked for a sandwich, so I got the stuff for it. I made her one, and I wanted one too all of a sudden. So I did half of a sandwich, basically. So I added this to my plate. What I tracked at first was 37 grams of protein with 18 grams of fiber. But adding in the sandwich, that adds another 15 grams of protein. So all of this combined comes out to 52 grams of protein with 18 grams of fiber. All right, I'm gonna sit down and eat my little unconventional meal, and I'll see y'all later. I just put these stickers on. She's cute. And I left a little gap, so I'm gonna put the pop socket right here. This is what I got from HEB. I guess the brand is called Keto Pint. 10 grams of carb, 2 grams of fiber, 2 grams of total sugar, 0 added, 3 grams of protein. Let's see. Chewing ice cream is crazy. This is great. This is perfect. I definitely don't need ice cream to be a part of my weekly staples or weekly groceries by any means, but if I'm wanting something sweet, ice cream wise, I would definitely get this again.
I want to taste it.
Before I got in the shower, I did start reading this book, Every Voice Ain't From God, written by Tanisha Stewart. Let me read you what it's about. Psychological thriller with jaw-dropping twists and turns and characters whose antics will leave you speechless. A story about love going right then wrong. Zachary has known Nicole was the one since high school. He prays about whether their relationship is meant to be and receives confirmation one night during a church service. Zachary and Nicole are getting married until she breaks up with him the next day. Zachary plunges into a pit of despair, then Nicole reaches out and tells him they can be friends. Maybe rekindle the relationship after college. Elated, Zachary agrees and bides his time until he and Nicole can be together again. But Nicole gets engaged to another man and Zachary doesn't understand. He and Nicole are meant to be. She just needs to see it, and her fiancé needs to be eliminated. Every Voice Ain't From God is a twisted and page-turning tale about a man who will stop at nothing to have his woman's heart, including murder. He was looking for confirmation from a prophet in church that she's going to be his wife, and he was taking things so extreme. Like, I'm only on page 16, and from the beginning, this mind you, he's 17. He's like, I already looked at the business we'll own together. I have kids' names written down. I'll do this and this. And like, he's like, this woman is my wife. It's just a mess. Like, he is so head over heels, and he's ignoring all the signs of her not even being interested. Like, she'll go days, like she'll ignore him for a while and he's still not getting the hint. And it's going back and forth from his POV to her POV. He's like, yeah, we're going to get married. We'll have businesses. We'll have kids. Here's the kid's name. And then he goes to the next chapter and it's her talking. And she's like, I've been trying to break it off with him for a while. I just don't know how to do it because I'm scared to hurt his feelings. And it's just funny to see the back and forth paralleling each other, where he's like, this is my wife. And she's like, I want to end it before we go to college. I don't want to bring this boy to college with me. So, interesting story. If you know the men who be like, the Lord told me you was my wife. Don't lie on my God's name. He did not tell you that. The good Lord did not say that to you. You just made that up in your head. Every voice ain't from God. He didn't tell you that. You made that up. How is everybody your wife? Let me finish this. We're going to get in bed, and I'm going to read for like 30-45 minutes, and then go to bed. I fully planned to vlog today, but then I got super busy. I worked on so many things I needed to do just for personal life, career, all that. I did so much today. I'm like restructuring everything in my life, okay? I reworked my entire budget. I got together a list of activities and things I want to do with my daughter in the house for her enrichment, education, all that. I basically created a list of stuff to where every week we pick a couple things as far as movement activities, science, crafts, an outing, whatever it may be. I have lists of things to do with her. Like I said, I have everything planned out as far as, because I'm working on a lot of things, not YouTube related, just a lot of things in personal life. And when I got off work, I just finished putting together this toy box thank you. This toy box that ended up taking 2 hours. I put together this toy box that ended up taking 2 hours to do. So I was gonna cook dinner today, but we're gonna wing it another night. I'm gonna take the Caesar salad that I have and these real good nuggets and just make a Caesar salad type of deal. I will cook tomorrow before I go to Bible study. That way I can eat before I go to Bible study, come back home, shower, go to bed. And I need to wake up early in the morning to go to the gym. Today was a rest day. I knew I was getting a lot of things done, and now I can have a little breather the rest of the week as far as during the daytime. But yeah, I'm gonna cook this chicken up and make me a salad, and that's pretty much it for today. I just feel really good. Yes. Let me cross that off my to-do list. I'm like, this was today's to-do list. Usually it's just, it stops about here. This is the to-do side. It stops about here. Today, okay. I left y'all in the house. I had to run back in to get you because I wanted to just chit chat. I know it's dark and you can't really see me, but we're gonna talk anyway. Let me see. Does this look better? Today was a great day. Today was a great day. I think right now I'm just craving structure, and I feel like I've been so unstructured for the last couple of weeks that me solidifying structure and plan and all of that has just, whoo, I feel like it's calmed everything down, and I feel good. I am someone who thrives off of structure. I need structure, and I felt like I got in just a period of just wanting a break and just wanting to just willy-nilly it because I've had so much on my plate for so long. I cannot say it enough, but being in school, doing all this, doing all that, clinical supervision, studying for the exam, all that stuff, I feel like once all that ended at the end of December, literally December 29th is when I took my exam. So once that was over, I feel like I could breathe and I can exhale for the first time in so many years. So I needed the little rest that I had. To me, it was rest. It may not look like rest to everyone else, but to me, I needed that just go with the flow kind of life. Or yeah, I'll get my workout in whenever I can today. I'll throw it on a lunch break, or I'll do it this evening. I needed that for a second, but now I need my structure back. I really do. The period of winging it was great while it lasted, but I need some structure back. The scale is finally back moving again. We were just chilling at the same weight for a minute. Now we're finally trending back down. Maintaining the same is way better than going up, but I'm ready to drop. So the scale is moving back down this week, which feels great. Changes I've made this week were just making sure to track everything. Not tracking 1 or 2 meals and then guessing the rest. No, tracked everything. So, and I've also made sure to prioritize water intake. Usually it's one that I didn't have to prioritize for a long time. I didn't have to think about. It was just natural. But like I said, so many things fell out of whack the last couple weeks. So I realized I was not even drinking enough water most days, and I'm like, usually that's one I don't even have to think about. I feel really good. I feel really good. Oh, I got so much done today. I literally pulled all of my statements. I pulled my pay stubs, my checking accounts statements, credit card statements, everything, and just did a full audit of my life, of my financial life, instead of plan and goal for everything I'm doing. Planned a full plan as far as getting my credit cards down, building savings up, all of that. I just did, yeah. That's what we were working on today. So wasn't nothing to vlog, child. I was pen and paper.
In the morning, yes, your mercies fall on me, and every day until the setting of the sun. What a wonder, a beauty to behold is the eyes of man. You are the onlyest of all. In the eyes of every man. I'm counting blessings on blessings on blessings. I'm counting blessings on blessings on blessings. I'm counting blessings on blessings on blessings. Me and my brothers gon' make it to heaven. If I fall off, I still learn the lesson. Drop to my knees, you know I'm repentant. I sing a melody, this is my weapon. Jesus is king, you know I'm a rapper. Oh, yeah. I fell in love with the king, yeah, I got an obsession. Yeah, the drugs, the money, the sex, boy, you know that I left it. Yeah. I gave my life to God, I'm counting blessings on blessings. Life is more than the money, boy, stop all the stressing. He really wants to save you, you just gotta accept it. Yeah, he knows that we gon' slip up, but we gotta keep on repenting. Jesus, he died for our sins, how could we ever forget it? Yeah, me and my brothers, we lit, we going to heaven. We gon' keep preaching the word and saving them souls. Yeah, we gon' keep preaching the word and saving them souls. My old life full of sin, I'm letting it go. Yeah, the presence of God is my high when I'm feeling low. I'm counting blessings on blessings on blessings. I'm counting blessings on blessings on blessings. I'm counting blessings.
I was supposed to stop at the store on the way home from the gym, but it's 5:30 and I'm headed home and there's not going to be anything open yet. That's why I know I'm waking up a little bit earlier now, which today it wasn't that early. But my goal is waking up at 3:30 because it gives me more time in the morning. All the things that I get tired of doing in the evening, I can just do it in the morning. Like, it's 5:30, I have 2 hours until I start work. I'm gonna go home, shower, read my Bible, and then I'll have time to go ahead and do the final watch and export of my vlog for tomorrow. And we'll see what else I have time for. I gotta work on slowing down when I talk. That's been a problem my whole life, child. I talk so fast, and because I talk so fast, I stumble on my words so much. Like, so much. All the cuts you see in my talking is because I've said the same sentence 3 times because I stumble so quickly. I literally say the same sentence 3 times without even thinking, because I'm used to having to repeat myself because I stumble on my words so much. I just talk really, really fast. My brain is going a mile a minute and I talk so fast. But I need to work on slowing down when I talk or adding subtitles. I have to slow down.
Do not withhold good from those to whom it is due. Drink water from your own cistern, flowing water from your own well. Go to the ant, O sluggard. Consider her ways and be wise. She is loud and wayward. Her feet do not stay at home. Snare. He does not know that it will cost him his life. Turn aside to her ways. There is nothing twisted.
All right, hey y'all. I'm currently on my lunch break. Just about to fold some laundry. And I want to read while I'm folding, so I'm going to make this quick. But you know something I love about waking up early is my days feel so long. Like, just a second ago, I was putting my daughter to sleep and I was like, oh my gosh, I haven't vlogged anything today. And then I said, no, you did. You went to the gym this morning and talked in the car, because I forgot that that happened this morning. It feels like that didn't happen today because that's how long it's been. It's now 3 o'clock. I had a comment in, I think, my last video. Someone was asking, can I talk about being on a glp1 because she was thinking of taking one. I don't talk about medication often simply because I don't want to ever be the spokesperson or advocate for taking a glp1 because I don't believe everyone should take one. I'm not someone who's going to willy-nilly promote, get on medication, if you want to do it, do it. I'm not going to do that because it'd be disingenuous, especially if I was to do like a sponsorship type thing with all those companies. It'd be so disingenuous because it took me a year of convincing to finally take the GLP-1 after knowing I was pre-diabetic and not making the proper changes. A year later, I finally agreed to go ahead and start one. And it's been great. But another reason I don't talk about it, because I don't really have much to say. I think I've had a relatively easy journey on GLP-1s, meaning I didn't have any of the crazy side effects people talked about. Back in, and I think I said it before, but when I first got on 7 milligrams back in, was it April? I don't know, I might be off, March or April of last year, I immediately stopped taking the medication completely because my stomach was tore up. But when I actually sat back and looked at it and thought about it, that wasn't from the medication. That was because I also ate, if you know the zero sugar gummies, like ones that be like sugar-free gummy bears, gummy worms, I ate a bag and a half of those. So I had like 40 something grams of fiber, and I had hot Funyuns on the day of taking the dose. That's what tore my stomach up and had me vomiting at 1 in the morning, thinking I was about to go to glory because I couldn't even breathe. I was vomiting so violently. Whenever I got back on the 7 milligram, child will be remembering stuff. When did I get back on it? October, November? Somewhere at the end of last year, I got back on it. I didn't have any side effects at all. And that's how my journey has been throughout the entire time, other than that one incident. I feel the same. I don't think I experience having no food noise. I don't. I have cravings all the time still. I wish that was my testimony that it took away all my food cravings I don't want to eat ever. I don't feel that. The day or two after I take my shot, I do have less of an appetite. I don't feel as hungry, but food noise is still present. Now I feel like I have the impulse control to be like, no, you don't need that. But not having food noise, I don't think that's my experience. I genuinely don't. Yeah, so I've now been on it for, I guess you can say, a year. I started it in January of 2025. I took a break from March to June, and then I've been on it consistently since then. And actually, as of this week, I just got on 10 milligrams. Now, my dosage is not the typical type of dosage. Usually people be doing a month on each one. That's how it's supposed to go. That's the typical standard schedule. However, like I said, it took me a very long time to agree to take the medication. I am weird about medications, and it's such a weird thing, because it's like, but you weren't caring what you put in your body. You'll eat all this junk, but you scared of medication. Like, you're literally killing yourself with food, but you scared of medication. But I'm someone who, I don't take pain meds. I don't take anything. When I have a headache, I have a headache. When I have stomach pain, I have stomach pain. Like, I don't take medications for anything. The only things I've taken in my lifetime would be allergy medicine. And I took sinus stuff last week. Allergies is the only stuff that I ever medicate, because I literally can't function without them. But anything for anything else, I just live, okay? I don't know why I'm so worried about medication. I don't know why. It has nothing to do with like swallowing, nothing to do with that. It literally just has to do with, I don't like medication. So when it came to being on Mounjaro, I wanted to give my body ample time to adjust each dose. I wasn't in a rush. I just pulled up the schedule. Typical dosage guide, each dose for 4 weeks. So by the time you get to 24 weeks, you should be on 15 milligram, which is the highest one for the rest of the maintenance. I said I've been on this for a year, basically. You can take out 3 months. So let's say 9 months. And I'm just getting to the 4th dose. I wanted to give my body ample time to adjust before going up, because I didn't want to have any crazy side effects, and I wanted to allow my body the time to get used to having a foreign medication in his system. So that's why I did it as slow as I did. I had my appointment on last Friday, and I'm thankful that I found a doctor who was willing to let me do that and wasn't trying to just rush and push. She wasn't like that. She's not like that at all. She's not like that at all. Now, I had considered it in November of 2024, and I met with a doctor, but he was just so extreme with everything, and I'm like, I'm not interested in that. I'm not interested. He basically was like, put me on a bariatric diet, which cool, but that's not going to heal my food issues. If I go on an extreme bariatric type diet, that's going to cause rapid weight loss. Sure, I'll lose a whole lot of weight very quickly, but that's not going to heal the deep-rooted issues of food. So I was like, I need more time to actually work on what needs to be worked on, not just weight loss, and that's my only thing. No, I know for a fact that wouldn't heal me, because I've done rapid weight loss before, and here we are, bigger than ever. But no, for real, that's not what I'm interested in. That's not what I was interested in. So I stopped seeing him after a month, and I was just like, yeah, I'm not doing this. 1,000 calories. I'm like, I'm not doing this. That's literally not going to help me long term. Eat 1,000 calories for a year and then go to a regular amount. Okay. And then once I get to the maintenance dose, we'll just park it there and continue to work on the other food issues that I have. And then by the time I get off the medication, because my goal is not to be on it lifelong, even though I do have type 2 diabetes. I am diagnosed as of December 2024. I messed something up. I said 2024 earlier. I meant 2023. I got diagnosed in 2024 with type 2 diabetes. Even though I do have that diagnosis, I do not plan to be on this medication for a lifetime. Using the time that I'm on it to develop the lifestyle habits necessary to sustain the loss that I'm going to have and the health that I'm trying to build. I lost my train of thought. This time I'm on the medication to build the lifestyle that I know I need to carry these habits with me for a lifetime. I think I'll have plenty of time to build those habits that are necessary. If you're considering it, my only thing that I would say regarding a GLP-1 or any medication, if you're interested in taking something like that, talk to your doctor and do something that is legit. Talk to your doctor and also do lab work, blood work throughout. When I started the first time, I had to get an EKG in addition to all the blood work I had to do. They wanted to check everything. And then on it now, I still get regular blood work to check on different things. Do not do all these shortcuts they have online. where you just pay a little fee and you get your medication prescribed. People literally looking up and searching and recommending, you can use this online doctor, you can use this online program, no blood work, no lab, no doctor visit needed. No, ma'am. You need to know what's going on inside your body before you introduce a medication like this. So you know where your baseline is, you know how things are changing. These medications can affect your kidneys, your liver, just anything. Now do proper blood work so that you're monitored on a regular basis. So if anything's going on, if it's affecting anything negatively, you at least know that and can intervene or stop taking the medication. Gastrointestinal issues are a huge risk of taking GLP-1s. Look into that as well. Do your research. But the only recommendation I have, if that's something you're interested in, I'm never going to say, you should just go ahead and get on it. Go ahead and take it. No. If that's something that you're considering, do it the right way. Talk to a doctor. Do your lab work. Do all those things. Please. All these influencers that suddenly turned into med pushers, I'm not going to talk about that. You don't push medication like that for anything else. But when it comes to weight loss, people are just fine throwing out sponsorships for meds. You don't see anybody on here. Hey guys, welcome back to my video. Today we're going to be talking about Xanax. So I've been on Xanax for about 4 weeks now. And if you're interested, click the link in my description to go ahead and get 25% off your first order of Xanax. We don't do that for other stuff. Why are we doing this for this medication? Hey guys, welcome back to A Week in My Life on Adderall. If you're interested in your own order of Adderall, go ahead and click the link in my description. You do a quick assessment, no visit need. What? I don't know. That's my opinion. That's my opinion! But yeah, that's why I don't talk about it much. If you ever have questions, let me know, but that's literally all I can say. I don't have much to say. My journey has been boring, thankfully. I praise God for that. I'm not experiencing a rapid weight loss on my GLP-1. I mean, clearly, lost 45 pounds last year. That's not, it's great, but it's not remarkable by any means. It's not like what I was seeing on social media and I was so excited for. 40 pounds in 2 months. No, it's giving none of that. I'm still having to work my butt off to lose weight. When I don't eat right on a GLP-1, I still gain weight. When I eat right, I lose. It aids in lowering my blood sugar, keeping my A1C down, and allowing me to eat without having constant blood sugar spikes throughout the day. But yeah, that's really all I have to say. I've filmed conversations about GLP-1 so many times, and I always edit them out because I don't know, my goal is not to come online and cause discord amongst the people, okay? And I feel like some of my opinions on things can be a little contrary to common culture surrounding weight loss. So I'm very mindful of what I put out. At least I try to be. But with also maintaining who I am. And I'm a person who is very matter of fact. I don't sugarcoat things for myself. I keep it real with myself. So that's how I think about a lot of things, just in a matter of fact way. So I don't know. Anyways, that's all I have to say about that. If you have any questions, DM me on Instagram. I'm a certified yapper, so why not give y'all quick book updates? I finished Redeeming Love. It was a beautiful story. It really was. This was my first historical fiction ever. This was a Christian historical fiction romance. The longest book I've read in a long time. And it was difficult to get through after I got a little more than halfway in. California's Gold Country, 1850, a time when men sold their souls for a bag of gold and women sold their bodies for a place to sleep. Angel expects nothing from men but betrayal. She survives by keeping her hatred alive. And what she hates most are the men who use her, leaving her empty and dead inside. Then she meets Michael Hosea, who seeks his father's heart in everything. Michael obeys God's call to marry Angel and to love her unconditionally. Slowly, day by day, he defies Angel's every bitter expectation, till despite her resistance, her frozen heart begins to thaw. But with the unexpected softening comes overwhelming feelings of unworthiness and fear. So Angel runs, back to the darkness, away from her husband's pursuing love, terrified of the truth she no longer can deny. Her final healing must come from the one who loves her even more than Michael does, the one who will never let go. A powerful retelling of the story of Gomer and Hosea, Redeeming Love is a life-changing story of God's unconditional, redemptive, and all-consuming love. She grew up. Obviously, she has a different idea of men due to the way she was treated and life she was sold into. She has a really different opinion on what love is and what men are and how they should treat a woman and all those type of things. Her worth, her self-value. That she didn't feel worthy of the type of man that he was to her. She did not feel worthy of it at all. She knew like something has to be up. Like there's no way he loves me despite all my past. But I was just waiting to get to the end. Like, I knew it was going to be a positive story in the end. So I was just waiting. How everything played out was absolutely beautiful. So overall, this is a really beautiful and touching story. It definitely is. If you would be into a story like that, you need to read this. It truly shows how God's love is unconditional, and no matter how dirty you think you are or how bad you think your past is, He redeems all. He redeems all. You are never too far for God to snatch you up and keep His hand on your life. He saw Him fit to love her. God gave Michael the command to go get his wife. And while he had, a little like, what? You want me to get her, the prostitute, the one who keeps trying to run from me, the one who won't let me love her? Like, are you sure, Lord, this is my wife? Make it easier for me. Please make it easier for me. I shouldn't have to fight this hard to get this woman to love me when I'm choosing to love her despite her circumstances. And you're making it this hard for me. You're telling me to keep pursuing, but she's literally running from me. Michael showed extreme obedience and what it means to truly trust in God's plan. It's a really beautiful story. I can't even knock it. It's really beautiful. I just felt like it was getting long at a point and I was just getting irritated. Like, get to the end. But no, this is a beautiful story. Today I started All the Sinners Bleed by S.A. Cosby. I actually started the audio on this today. I started the audio only because I was working and I wanted to have something to listen to and didn't want to watch YouTube videos. So I went ahead and started the audio for this. So for the rest of this week, when I have time, I'll listen to the audio or I'll read it. But my priority is to read Every Voice Ain't From God. I need to finish this by Saturday. So All the Sinners Bleed is going to be strictly audio until I finish this. Once I'm done with work, I'm going to go ahead and cook. I'm going to meal prep the rice, sausage, shrimp, and vegetables. And then we're going to get ready and go to Bible study. Earlier, I ate the rest of that salad and some of the real good foods? Chicken? Real good foods? Here's the final product, same as the last few weeks, except these are not the same sausage. I tasted a couple while I was cooking. I don't think I'm a huge fan of these. This is more herby in here. Here.
I'm counting blessings on blessings on blessings. I'm counting blessings on blessings on blessings. I'm counting blessings on blessings on blessings. Me and my brothers gon' make it to heaven. If I fall off, I still learn the lesson. Drop to my knees, you know I'm repentant. I sing a melody, this is my weapon. Jesus is king, you know I'm a rapper. Oh, yeah. I fell in love with the king, yeah, I got an obsession. Yeah, the drugs, the money, the sex, boy, you know that I left it. Yeah. I gave my life to God, I'm counting blessings on blessings. Life is more than the money, boy, stop all the stressing. Yeah. He really wants to save you, you just gotta accept it. Yeah, he knows that we gon' slip up, but we gotta keep on repenting. Jesus, he died for our sins, how could we ever forget it? Yeah, me and my brothers, we lit, we going to heaven. We gon' keep preaching the word and saving them souls. Yeah, we gon' keep preaching the word and saving them souls. My old life full of sin, I'm letting it go. Yeah, the presence of God is my high when I'm feeling low. I'm counting blessings on blessings on blessings. I'm counting blessings on blessings on blessings. I'm counting blessings on blessings on blessings. Me and my brothers gon' make it to heaven. If I fall low, I still learn the lesson.
Hey y'all, happy Friday. I actually was not vlogging today. If you notice, some Fridays I don't vlog at all because I like to have, one day off the camera for the week, from sharing nothing to sharing every single week. So sometimes I like to take Fridays off and not vlog, but I ended up deciding to come to the gym tonight. I decided this at like 5 p.m. I was gonna do my third workout tomorrow on Saturday, and then I said, you know what, I want to get this out the way so tomorrow I can just do the other things that I need to do and then have girls' night at night. I don't want to have to be going to the gym in the morning, coming home, showering, doing all that, when I can wake up and just start editing for a couple hours and not have to worry about needing to leave the house. So it is now 9 p.m. and I'm headed home. We went ahead and did it. Got our third workout in. I just did a quick full body. I did 4 movements. Squat, RDL, push and a pull, and then did cardio. I did 20 minutes on the treadmill because I don't have walking shoes on. I have Metcons on, and these hurt my feet when I'm walking like that. So I need walking shoes to walk on the treadmill because of my foot issue. I got to have my arch support or it starts hurting. So I did as much as I could tolerate without causing injury. And that's all we got. I emailed the walking pad company today again for the 3rd time. I think they're playing with me, y'all. I think they're not gonna get my walking pad. I think they're playing with me. And the thing is, their customer service phone number does not work. I scoured the internet, found the number on the website. It doesn't work. It's not in service. So the only option you have is to email or use the form on the website. And they do that intentionally, They don't want to be on the phones. Here's an email. Yeah, it was a really good week. I was able to stay focused with my nutrition, with hydrating. Yeah, that's another thing. Like I said, January, February, everything just fell off. I did not have a strong start to the year. Like, I was going through the motions, but I was doing the bare minimum of so many things. I recalculated my deficit today because I realized the deficit that I had was 45 pounds ago. So I recalculated everything with my current weight, and I'm like, okay, now I see what my deficit actually is now. I'm not bringing this same willy-nilly lackadaisical vibes into March. Not bringing it in. Good morning. Happy Saturday, y'all. It is almost 9 o'clock. I woke up at 7. I retwisted the front of my hair and finished reading my book. While I was retwisting, I had my Kindle on the counter, retwisting, tap, tap, tap. I finished reading Every Voice Ain't From God. I'm talking about this at girls' night tonight, so I'm excited. This was actually, it was a good read. It was a very quick, fast-paced read. I found myself laughing periodically at how delusional the main character was. Well, the male main character was. He was so delusional. And when that prophet told him that one was his wife, he ran with it full force, regardless of this man being a false prophet. Like the scene she described of the prophet jumping around, jumping on pew to pew. You're gonna get this, so $50 right now. I'm like, I can visibly see that situation happening, but it was a crazy little quick whirlwind story. It was good. It was good. But I wanted to talk about something because I got a comment yesterday and she was asking how often do I weigh in because she thinks she's only seen 1 or 2 weigh-ins during my journey. And I said, yes, that's true, and that's very intentional. The last weigh-in I gave was at the start of the year at 300 pounds. I crossed into 299.8, I think it was, at the start of this year, which was huge. I've been in the 300s well before I even had my daughter. I was 310 in 2022. So yeah, I've been sitting in the 300s for a long time, but it is very intentional that I am not someone who will probably ever do weekly weigh-ins, like ever. I do track my weight privately for myself pretty often. I'd say I weigh weekly, but truly I check my weight like periodically throughout the week. Every other morning I'll step on the scale just to see, but I don't allow it to register the data points only once a week because I don't want all those random data points in my journey. I want to just have a weekly type of benchmark, because I truly don't care about the day-to-day fluctuations. I care about trends. I know how my weight changes day to day just from me eating too much processed food, too much sodium, not drinking enough water, drinking too much water. It depends on, like, daily fluctuations are going to happen, and I understand that. So I only care about the trends. So from data point to data point, like Saturday to Saturday. Oh, I gotta sneeze. But I don't share publicly as often because I don't, oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to cut a lot. I keep having to sneeze. But I don't want my journey online to be centered around numbers or frequent weigh-ins. I've seen how that can create pressure both internally and from outside expectations, and that's not the relationship I want with my body or my journey. Like, no thank you. I also never want people to care more about the number on my scale than the lifestyle and habits that it takes to create changes to said number. For me, this journey is about consistency, discipline, and real life change. And the weight loss and changes in the number on the scale will be a result of that, not the focus. Of course, I title these videos Discipline Diaries, and I also have weight loss vlog in there because that's what it has to do with. But my focus is really creating the lifestyle that I need to have and also sustain weight loss. Because weight loss in itself, okay, cool, we can do that. But if I don't have the lifestyle or habits needed to sustain that, it's really pointless. I will always share progress periodically, but I will never be a weekly weigh-in kind of person for the YouTube sake. That just doesn't align with how I want to move along this journey. So if that is an expectation for anyone, sorry, you won't get it from me. And it's something interesting that I saw recently that just goes along with what I'm saying is, I won't say anyone's name because I know a lot of people that watch me watch the same creators that I watch. I'm a YouTube watcher, avid YouTube watcher. But I was watching a creator and she recently, a couple weeks ago, talked about how she wasn't doing weekly weigh-ins anymore. And granted, okay, because she was like, I'm not having significant change anymore. You know, she's lost a good bit of weight. She's well into her journey, so she's not having weekly change. So she doesn't want to have to keep coming on camera to say that every week and then have all these comments of all these different things. So she was saying how she wasn't doing weekly weigh-ins anymore. The videos after that truly showed how people are so hyper focused on someone else's weight on the scale more than anything else. I'm talking, she posted videos after that that are just, you know, whatever her video were, and you got comments that say, is there weight in this video? Is there weight in this video? Like, calm down, bucko. I'm just kidding. Like, you skipped everything that this video was about, or don't even care what it's about, but all you care about, is there weight in this video? Is there weight in this video? Relax. Relax. I know, understand it's important to see benchmark and change in a journey that you're watching, but relax. Relax. I saw that, I'm literally like, huh? And people are going back and forth in the comments about like, girl, like, she just told us she wasn't gonna do weekly weigh-ins. Stop asking this. And so many comments were about that. Hey, so are you weighing yourself anymore? Like, are you gonna give us an update? Like, oh, please, we gotta be healthy consumers of content. My God. Without saying too much, the last time I did a public weekly weigh-in was when I started a fitness challenge at a gym I was going to in January of 2020. And having to do a weekly weigh-in in a gym in front of other people was the start of an ED that I crawled myself out of. So, in conclusion, that is why I absolutely will not do weekly weigh-ins publicly on YouTube. I will keep my data tracked for myself, and I will share that periodically as we move throughout this journey. Don't ever expect a weekly weigh-in from me. I'm telling you now, don't ever expect it. Maybe a bi-weekly, I don't know. But at this current moment, I'm planning to do probably every 2 to 3 months, every quarterly, like when I do my quarterly reset type of thing. Right now I have this year mapped out in my brain in quarters, so probably quarterly type of thing. I did one at the beginning of the year, into March, into June, September, December. That's the plan that I have right now. If I change that, I will absolutely tell you. Or if I just be like, girl, guess what? And I just need to tell something, I'll say it. But just a recap of the start of this year, I started the year at 299.8 pounds. For a minute, I was just kind of staying. I lost a couple pounds and I was just staying there. I was staying there. I wasn't gaining anything, wasn't losing anything. I was literally maintaining for quite some time. I'm continuing this week to track everything, increase my water, all that. And I'm seeing progress again. We're going down again. I was grateful to not have gained at any of this time, but to maintain shows I'm still eating too much because that means I'm eating maintenance calories. So that's why I redid my deficit. So yeah, we'll talk about weight updates at the end of March whenever I do a reset for the second quarter. Breakfast, I'm doing avocado toast, the chicken sausage that I cooked the other night. Instead of eating that in the rice bowl today, I'm gonna go ahead and put it with my breakfast. Tonight I have girls' night and we're doing something called chalazo. I never had chalazo, but apparently it's Chipotle style type of food. So I was like, whatever we're eating, we need to get something that's not gonna throw me off the plan, okay? Everything bagel. I already weighed the chicken sausage, so let's add that to the plate. And then we'll add our strawberries, just in the cottage cheese. This plate comes out to 410 calories, 46 grams of protein, and 16 grams of fiber. Yummy. This should definitely keep me full for quite some time. And then, if anything, I'll probably eat a yogurt midday, and then we're getting dinner tonight for girls' night. And I'll show y'all what I get, because it'll still be a balanced plate. Tell me I'm not the only one who's like a sit in a car-aholic. I love just sitting in the car. I really do. Like, if I'm not in a rush on anything and I know I'm going somewhere that I can just get there early and sit in my car, I'm gonna do that. Yep, I absolutely will. So I'm just gonna get something done, and then I'm gonna run into Burlington. I already ordered the baby monitor off Amazon, and then let me connect my hotspot. Turn my hotspot on. Carlos' iPhone. Not you, Carlos. There goes Shayla's iPhone. We get this done and then drive over there to Burlington to see if there's anything I just see, any cute little outfits or hygiene products, anything baby stuff, a swing, whatever that I just want to get. Then I'll get that for my baby as well. Oh, I'm so excited to have another baby in my life. I miss the baby stage and the contact naps. Oh my goodness. I can't wait for a good contact nap with my child. My best friend's child is also my child. I can't wait to hold my child. Yep. Secretary of State website. Comment down below if you are a sit in the car-aholic, because I know I'm not the only one. I know I'm not. I just know. I'm so mad I wear this jacket and not a t-shirt. I'm hot now. I'm so hot. Walking around that store, I ended up not being able to. Let me turn this down. I'm hot, but I'm gonna turn it up in a second. I ended up not recording in there because I was on the phone with my friend who I was buying the stuff for. So we were on FaceTime, so I turned my camera off while I was shopping. But I just got a few basic things: electric nail file, some bottle brushes, some baby blankets, things like that. Just little baby essentials. And I also got my daughter, I found a Gabby dollhouse toy and some little figurines for Gabby dollhouse, so I got that. And I was not planning to get it, but I saw it and had to. It was Gabby dollhouse scooter. My daughter loves her some Gabby dollhouse, like loves her down. She talks about all the characters. It's Panty Paws, that's Merkin, whatever the things' names are. So she's gonna holler over that scooter and those little figurines. But now it's time to head to my friend's house. Hey y'all, I'm now back home. I'm showered, ready to go get in my bed and go to sleep. I started reading The Perfect Sister for our readathon. Perfect Sister 2, sorry, our readathon. I read The Perfect Sister the other week, and it was my first 5-star of 2026. So tonight I started reading The Perfect Sister 2, and I'm so excited already. I'm gonna go ahead and close out this week's video here. I'm certainly proud of myself this week. This was a good week in my book. So that's it, that's all. I'm tired, child. I really wanna go to bed. Thank you for joining me for another week of Discipline Diaries. I appreciate the love and support. If you are not already subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. If you made it this far into the video, go ahead and drop the lock emoji. The little lock, just signifying that we're locked in. I am locked back in, and my mission is to stay focused, stay on track, do what I need to do to reach my goals. Okay? Thank you so much for watching. I will see you next Friday for another week of Discipline Diaries. Toodles!